Good morning and welcome to episode 4 of Talk.
Good morning.
And Anthony here.
Hey, 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 happy Monday.
So, I guess we've been thinking about our latest topic here and what we're going to do. And I think we came up with a decent one that I think a lot of realtors would love to see. And again, if you're chiming in, definitely we're keeping our thing open for any comments.
Yep.
As we start every episode, like us on YouTube.
Yes, please like us on YouTube so we can keep doing this.
Yes.
We need subscribers. That is my begging and pleading for the day.
Yeah, I don't think my brain is quite working yet. That intro was a little off, but
get with it. It was a long weekend. It was a weird long weekend, right? I think that's
it's
fine.
Monday. Do a couple things around the office, but here we are with our latest topic, and I think we named it Realtors. What do you want from your brokerage? This is a great one for realtors, I think.
I think you need to add some passive aggressiveness to that though, because I think that's how I took the title. Like, what do you want? Like, what more do you want? Do you want my firstborn? Do you want? Well, maybe I'm a little salty today. I don't know.
Yeah, we might be a little bit salty. You know, we work hard. We give a lot of time to agents and a lot of things, but I think a lot of it came from, boy, for you realtors out there, you know, all the anonymous posts on the mastermind groups, and there are all these questions that sometimes to me, I'm going, this is pretty much basic training, right? But I think a lot of the issue is once agents are trained, what do they do when they leave that training, when they leave that office? It's their own business. And some that's always, you've been around me now, you know, enough years to say, we're lucky. $1,300 that everybody complains about when dues are due, mostly non-producers, to be honest.
Right.
We take a course, we buy into a business that's ours and ours alone, and we look for a broker. And, you know, I guess at the end of the day, brokers' obligations are keep your records for 5 years.
Right.
Other than that, I think it's been watered down over the last few years with, you know, some companies with one broker for the whole state of Florida. A lot of that traditional real estate, when you talk about the masses, has been sold a big smokescreen on what real estate really is. When I started, and when you started, when you really, in all honesty, here with the Property Pros, is small team effort, holding each other accountable, which leads to our topic today, and learning to grow your business. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is just an opinion of my own, and anybody has opinions out there, we want to see them, but I think a lot's been put on how many agents can we bring? How many smoke and mirrors can we throw out there? I mean, can we put you on a boat, a billboard, you know, bring you to Puerto Rico on a boat, you name it out there. And there's some really good, great brokers out there as well. But I think a lot of the industry has been taken on with how can you recruit for us versus how can we teach? And if you don't know what you're doing, we'll stick you with someone that'll take half your commission until you learn or quit. So I think one of the biggest things that's missing after training, after school, after you own your business is accountability.
Accountability, yes. So every agent says, I want you to hold me accountable. I want you to, you know, check on me, do this and that for me. And then we do, right? We do exactly. That's what I will say I love about our brokerage, our team. We do exactly what we say we're going to do. We actually go down a list, the managers go down a list of every single agent. Who's touched this agent? When did you touch this agent? Where is that agent at? It's even crazier that each manager knows where that agent is in each step of their deal.
Yeah, well, you know, we're struggling here because we're in a weird dynamic as far as Property Pros because we're a boutique brokerage. And we got agents knocking on the door going, hey, we want to be Property Pros, but we also have to keep what we've always had, which is our vibe and agent development. So we're not looking to be that 1,000, you know, 2,000 agents. And, you know, some of the agents that have joined us, so a lot of potential recently, one of the things we're asking is, what, you know, you've been with a brokerage for 7 months, a year. What have you learned? You know, do you know programs like Remind? Are you, you know, being taught the basics of the business, and a lot of them go, we haven't done a contract yet, so I don't know how to do that. You're 7 months in, I don't get it.
I don't either. We had an agent come to us with her brokerage, and I think she said she's been with them for almost a year. She walked in the office because she was going to do an open house. I think that's how it goes. And she asked for her business cards, which she was still waiting on.
Oh, yes,
a year later.
So, and that's where it leads to, what do you want from your brokerage? Because at some point you're building a business. You can hold hands so long, just like any business you get involved with in life. You'll have a mentor for a little while, but you got to build your business. And some of the rock star agents out there, they get it.
They get it.
But the mass majority has just been sold on, come work under me, and that's it. I know some people have sponsors in other states that they've never met, but yet don't know how to do a listing or a contract. So I think some of the accountability, and I'm going to throw this back on the agent versus the brokerage, because I don't believe there's a bad brokerage.
No.
Your brokerage is there to hold your records for 5 years, and you join that brokerage based off of what you feel is going to support the pillars of your business. However, are these agents that are just coming in based off of, get your license, you can work under me, and I get a percentage and this and that and the other, they're not getting it. The fact of it is their own business, they have to build this, and there's no accountability coming. You talk about how we contact agents. I got a text from you this morning. Is there anybody that I can give a nudge to? Anyone we can help? I think a lot of agents out there, without saying brokerage, a lot of agents aren't being accountable. I do a business plan, every agent, and not one says, I'm not going to do anything. My home life is first. My job is first. Everybody walks in and goes, well, I'm going to keep it very modest. And in my first year, I'd like to make $100,000, And we do an amazing job, I guess, at the end of the day. We just lost our studio light here. But, again, we're all live, so give us a break.
Hey.
But at the end of the day, going back to the accountability on agents is you want all these things. You want to drive the nice car. You want to have money in your pocket. I want to buy multiple houses. I want to be able to pick up my kids from school. I hate my job and being told. And then after training, we're chasing them down. Some people don't even respond. Where's the disconnect? And I'd love to, for our viewers, I'd love some feedback on where's the disconnect on once you leave your training and we pump you up and we support you, where do you turn off? What makes you say, I can't do this? Is it just not for you?
I think it's not this business is not cut out for everyone, right? That is just the matter of the fact. And I think most people are not self-disciplined. Forget self-motivation, it's self-discipline. This is a business where you have to be self-disciplined.
Yes.
I go by a very strict color coordinated calendar. I live and die by it. Even my children send me calendar invites if I'm supposed to have dinner with them or what. Everything is on that calendar. That's how I time block. That's how I do everything. Prospect. Everything is on that calendar. So a lot of people don't do that. They think that they get into it for the flexibility, the freedom, which I get. We all want.
Take advantage of it.
Well, then they just don't do their part. They
Correct.
don't do they don't uphold their end of what they're supposed to be doing. So I think that's a big thing. Self-discipline is and not everyone has it. That's why people with a background in teaching, our bartenders, those people have an amazing self-discipline vibe thing in them and their DNA, and that's why they do really well, I think, in this business. Plus, they have a great sphere.
Yep.
They really do. So.
Well, at the end of the day, I think not everybody is an entrepreneur, and it takes a lifestyle, it takes time blocking, it takes all those different things that you're going to do. And let's be real. So there's many different businesses, many different things out there, and it may not be for everyone. Everybody gets the right to try. My thing is, try them. You know, I mean, I had, I'll never forget one time doing a business plan with an agent, and the first thing out of her mouth was, well, I'm dabbling in real estate and my husband makes a lot of money, so I really don't need this. And I'm like, what am I doing here?
So why did you,
Yeah.
that I don't understand. I don't understand that.
Yeah, you know, it's a great business, but you have to have the commitment of lifestyle.
Lifestyle,
You know, I know, and I've talked to some of our agents about it, and hopefully some of you guys out there, this has resonated with you, but you can't be used to being told what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be creative, and that's what makes you you. You have to understand what you're wanting. Why do you get up and build a business every day? Go out there and do it, and review what you're doing every week, and come to us. If your brokerage isn't holding you accountable, it's probably not the right brokerage. If you're struggling and they're not holding you accountable, you won't succeed. Even brokers that do hold you accountable, if you're not doing your part, you're going to flame out.
Well, and then that goes back to some agents say they want accountability, right? But then you do hold them accountable. They get pushed back. They get combative. I will say, well, kind of like, don't tell me what to do, but you ask for accountability.
Yes. Well, I think that goes to, at the end of the day, do they need it? Is their back against the wall, and do they want to build this? Because what I found is anybody that has that parachute will try for a little bit. And if they don't get that result, just like any business, you start, Rome wasn't built in a day, but they'll try it. And then, 3 months, I spent X amount of dollars, and let's pull the cord, parachute, I'm back in my job and I needed extra hours or this or that. You're done. You put something in front of your own business, your own accountability. And when you pull that cord, if you're an agent that pulls that cord, you're done. Because it's very hard to balance family, work, come home after a long day, 5, 6 o'clock, and go, oh, and what do I do in real estate? Because what we do and what full-time true realtors do, it's a grind. And I'll talk about, one of our realtors, without saying names, because this isn't the Property Pros show, it's Pro Talk. But we have one specific realtor that I'm always enamored with, that it's structured. It's a business. You get up at a certain time, you're 9 o'clock, you're working, this is what you've got for the day. And when you're done, you're out networking. You can't expect to go, okay, I'm up at 7, got the kids ready for school. 9 o'clock, I went to a job. 4 o'clock, I'm out. I got to eat my dinner, do whatever I do. And then, I'm a realtor. Let me post. Hi, buy a house from me.
Right.
That's not what we do. And if you fall in that category, find help.
Yes.
Which leads me to, when you talk about accountability, choose your brokerage wisely. You shouldn't, unless you're that agent that you're already full-time and you want to go to the next level and you're going to pay a really professional coach to nudge you to an even higher level, sometimes that's great. But if you're an agent and you're not doing anything and you think a coach is the answer, you're still not going to do anything. And I think a lot of that is the problem.
I agree 100%. And going back to that work-life balance, I think that is something you earn. I had no work-life balance, and you remember this. I just worked, and things got sacrificed. I was never in a car line. My children would walk home in the rain, and there wasn't a work-life balance. And that, I make no excuses for that, because when it came time, my children had been provided with everything they needed, and they understood the sacrifices. It took for me, I think, 22 months to where I was closing one deal every single month, if not 2, if not 3. 22 months, though, of hard hustle. I worked every single day, and I think even after that 22 months, I did that for another 6 years. I just recently kind of started taking weekends off, because we would talk about it, and you tell me, you need to shut down a little bit and take a day off.
You'll get burned.
You'll get burned, and I did.
Yeah.
So, but that was, 8 years later.
Well, you get to reap the rewards, and a lot of agents that we work with, I say, you can't look at the person that pulls up and lives in a $500,000 home, drives a $100,000 car, has all those nice things, because That's not where you're at.
No,
Your phone's
it's not where
ringing.
I was at.
Yeah,
I mean,
your phone's not ringing. And I tell people all the time, we have a lot of homegrown rock stars at our company, but Wendy, you happen to be one of them that came and said, you promised me support. You promised me development. I got a bunch of, I think it was cookies at the time, and you made me drive you down 192 at Kissimmee going in and out of businesses. And yeah, I would pull up and you'd get out, spend your 5 minutes, come back. Nothing came of it.
no.
Let's be real. Nothing came of it. You reevaluated and came up with other ideas that work.
But I was still doing something. I think I was still, people would still see me and be like, oh, she gave me, I was still doing something, which is better than nothing, which is what we've learned. Do something.
Yes, and that was a quote from someone that we did a training is, do something, do anything, because then you can evaluate what's going on. But if you're waking up and you're going, hey, I posted 3 days ago, or, one of the biggest mistakes, and let's put a nugget out there for realtors out there, is business pages. Get rid of them, guys.
Oh, gosh.
People are your
Nobody
friends
cares
on
about that
social
anymore.
media
Yeah.
because they're your friends. So if you're going to post on a page, and if you've got a business page out there, really look at it. If you're just going to post some flowers that say, call your realtor today and I'm going to help you, and you've got zero interaction, I see agents do it week after week, month after month with no interaction, but yet won't take it to the person.
Personal. Yeah.
It's not how it works.
Yeah. It used to be good, right? We used to be able to promote ourselves and do different things with it, but I noticed people didn't care about that. They wanted to go to my personal page. They wanted to see me talk about cellulite and my bankruptcy and the kids' struggle and things like that. They wanna know that they can relate to you because it's relational. We're not selling homes. It's a relationship. So the business page, yeah, that was good.
We don't have to sell anything.
Yeah.
In real estate, we're marketers. If anybody's selling you, beware.
Yeah.
Our job is the hard part's behind the scenes. Everybody sees you turn a key and, oh, realtor life is so nice. But they don't know the work that goes into it. For you guys watching out there, the back end, the hustle is where you want to be. And, you really have to look in the mirror. So I think at the end of the day, to wrap this up is today our quick topic was accountability and where you want to be. And we want to motivate people out there. We kind of just do this live and ramble, but our ultimate goal of today was go to your broker, go to your company, look for that accountability. If you're not getting it, find another one.
Yep.
But you need to have structure and accountability in this business.
Yes.
Because if you don't, it's like anything else. What if you walked into McDonald's and, the one person's sitting outside smoking a cigarette, the other one's out back talking to their friends, and nobody's there to take your order. Look, I got emails of agents that I've sent out because some, I've started programs that will tell me if things have been viewed. I review that sometimes and I go, this agent has not checked the email in a month.
Oh, gosh.
The same agent that's saying I got into real estate for freedom, this, that, and the other, but I love what I do and I want to grow it, but yet you haven't checked the email.
Oh boy.
So what is your final thoughts? I guess that was my final thoughts on it.
Final thought on accountability is if you ask for accountability and you go to brokerage for accountability, then let that brokerage hold you accountable. Listen to what they're telling you to do. Understand that they're going to follow up, and you better have some feedback, and you better be doing your end too. There's only so much your brokerage can do. And I just want to say that, hey, people, guess what? Sometimes it's not the brokerage, it's you.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, episode 4 of Pro Talk. Don't forget, subscribe and like on YouTube. I know we said it. We're trying to get off the live and maybe get into YouTube more, so please do that. Agents, as always, we're going to give ourselves a shameless plug. If you're out there and you're not getting what you need, propertypros.realestate.com, hit that, join our team. That's why we're doing this at the end of the day. We love to give out info, but we're also growing brokerage and we want hardworking people. So if that's you, check us out.
Absolutely. Have a great day, guys.
See you next 2 weeks.
Bye.